Let's see. So thank you to, let's make sure I got this right, Monica Kelly, for your gift of $25 to Cash App. I want to say thank you to Roshone, I think it is Roshone C, for your Cash App gift of $25. Appreciate it. Rocco Black, I think it's Rocco Blackiewell. Thank you for your Cash App gift of $25. Katrina, thank you for your Cash App gift of $20. Bless in the, thank you for your Cash App of $4.80. Who else? Mercy Thompson, thank you for your Cash App gift of $20. Susie, thank you for your Cash App gift of $20. And Thomasina, thank you for your Cash App gift of $50. I really appreciate it. So appreciate y'all gifts, your flowers, your gifts through TikTok. I appreciate it. Now while y'all on, y'all make sure y'all double tap the screens, because a lot of people still they're not getting notified that I'm up here. So in order for a lot of people to know that I'm going live, I have to have like a lot of hearts. So we got to have these hearts up. The goal is to try at least to get it to 200,000. But so just keep tapping those hearts so people can know that I'm on. That's why I try to wait towards the end before I start praying, in hopes that more people will be able to see. So more people will be able to hear these prayers. So they'll be able to, they'll be able to get delivered. All right. So yeah, appreciate y'all gifts, your Cash App gifts, your roses, and all the other things through TikTok as well. I appreciate it, because I'm gonna tell you, I spend a lot of money on repairing things around here. I can tell you that through this deliverance. Refrigerators breaking down for no reasons, oil just disappearing from cars, flat tires for apparently no reasons. Stuff just breaking down all the time. So yeah, it gets crazy. That's a way for these demons to try to deter me, hoping that I'll stop. So yes, always a lot going on. It is always a fight, that's for sure. Now, for those who was not able to be here last week, I'm not gonna go through everything, but I'm gonna give you like a recap of what we talked about, what I talked about last week, which is funny because I'm just being blocked in so many ways because these lives, they automatically record and they get saved to TikTok. So normally I can go up there so I can post them, but lately, since I started really digging into like revealing stuff and a lot of deliverance, thanks Sexy Diva for the roses. A lot of things are not even, a lot of things they won't even allow me to show the videos. Like I can't even play the videos. So I noticed all of this happen, again, once I started the deliverance videos, once I really started getting deep into these deliverance videos and showing them. And I told you, I heard the demon come in and tell me one time, we won't let you embarrass us. So it's a fight trying to get this stuff out. So if you have like, most people got like a screen record button on your phone. If you have a screen record button on your phone, you can always record this session, that way you'll have the information. And also somebody said my son was throwing up after your last deliverance live. Yeah, so, that's what I'm trying to, want many, as many people to know so they can come on so you can get delivered, because not only will it help you, it'll help your kids, it'll help your pets, anybody that listen to it. And you can also record these prayers and you can listen to these prayers at a later date. And it will still, it'll still help you as well. So last week, thank you. So last Sunday, every week, the Most High God, he'll lead me to discuss different things, to bring different things to y'all. So, I know last week we talked about, about Easter, and I was telling y'all that's a pagan holiday. So, if you didn't know, that's actually called Ishtar's Day. That was a pagan goddess. So, and actually on that day they sacrificed kids and just a lot of wicked stuff. So I won't go get too deep into that again, but just a little recap. Talked about that. I also talked about some verses that I was led to. I was led to a lot of different Bible verses that kind of expose this Bible and how tainted it is. So I was, going through that. And some of the verses that I was reading was like 1 Peter 2:18. It says, servants, be submissive to your masters with all fear, not only to the good, but gentle and also to the hard. So it talks a lot about slaves. And another one, Ephesians 6:5, slaves, obey your earthly masters with deep respect and fear. Serve them sincerely as you would serve Christ. So in the Bible, it's talking about serving your masters just like you would serve Christ. It also talks about taking your kids and throwing your kids up against rocks. And if you're handicapped, you shouldn't come to, you're not allowed to come into the church. So it was just a lot of different verses that I was covering. It even talked about anything which a woman, Leviticus 15:20, anything on which a woman lies or sits during the time of her period will be unclean. So, just a lot of different things that I covered last week. A lot of different verses here that were totally off, that the Most High wanted me to expose, so you would know that it's a lot of it's very tainted. So I also talked about last week too how the Most High was showing me when I saw visions of him, and he was kind of guiding me towards like his hands and his feet. I saw no holes, I saw no blood, so I was trying to figure out what was it that he was trying to get me to see. So he wanted me to see that he was never crucified, right? And so I'm gonna tell you what's funny about that. After I did that video last week, so if there's any new people up here, so the way this normally works, I'm gonna like cover some information. Then after that, we'll go into prayer. Then after that, I'll be able to answer your questions. But so then what was funny after that, after I told you all that, I went to go do something or look at something on TikTok, and I end up, yes, I did something on TikTok. So after I finished that, it's some information that came to me. I don't know if anyone is familiar with something called I think I'm pronouncing it right, the Sinai Bible. This is like one of the first ones. It goes way, 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 way back. One of the first ones. But anyway, in this actual Bible, it states that there was never a crucifixion and that the Romans added this in. This was another way for the Romans to try to have everybody under one roof, get more taxes, and just to have more power type thing. So also something else, which I'm gonna jump into this like later on down the line when it's the right time, because I'm gonna roll that in with something else. But also with Yeshua. So the new people up here, if you don't know who Yeshua is, you may call him Jesus. His name is Yeshua. So Yeshua also, it was believed that he went to a mystery school, and that's how he was able to learn energy healing, which I'm gonna talk about that down the road a little to help you understand, to understand that as well. So yeah, so it's a lot of things that were left out, a lot of things that people don't understand. So I'm just here trying to bring some clarity to you with that. Let's see. So now let's go ahead and get into my weekend, which was crazy. All right. So I was in Raleigh and Goldsboro over the weekend helping some people. No, they didn't. Oh yeah. So as far as them saying how he died, they said that he descended to heaven. So he lifted up and went straight up into heaven. So he never so that's what they were saying. So let's see. Don't feel sad. Let's see here what we got. Okay. So yeah, so talking about this weekend, so yeah, I want to help someone over the weekend. And I'm gonna tell you what was funny about this whole situation here. So, whenever like I'm like I travel every weekend, so sometimes I'm in hotels, and the hotels may be a little noisy. It's people running. I can hear footsteps, but this particular time it was very quiet in the hotel. So I said, okay, let me take advantage of this. It's quiet in here, so let me pray. So I'm gonna get on my knees and pray. So I know a lot of times people think when you're praying, you have to be on your knees or you have to be standing or whatever the case may be. You can pray however you want to pray, however you feel comfortable. That's how you can pray. But this particular time, I felt like I wanted to get on my knees. So I got on my knees in the hotel room, right? And I started to pray. And I'm going to tell you how Satan works, right? Now, keep in mind, I never really have like this quiet time. Like, that's the best time for me to be able to hear from like the Most High God, when it's very quiet. That's why I tell people, if you're constantly being woken up around 3 a.m., right? I'm just saying that between the hours of 2 and 3, but it's normally 3. If you're normally being woke up at 3 a.m. in the morning, the Most High God is trying to communicate with you. And what you need to do, you need to go somewhere in your home where it is very quiet at, so that you can hear, so that you can listen. So this is why I wanted to take advantage of this opportunity, because this hotel room was like, it was very, very quiet. So I got on my knees. Will you believe when I got on my knees and I went to pray, y'all would never believe what happened. Y'all would never believe what happened when I got on my knees. Y'all take a guess what started happening as I got on my knees to pray. I got on my knees. Somebody says it got loud. I fell asleep. It was noise. The fire alarm. Your knee gave out. Gracie, little princess, you make me sound like I'm 82. You say your knee gave out. No, they're still strong. All hell broke out. Someone knocked. Okay. Someone knocked on the door. So let me tell you when I did this, right? I got on my knees and the people above me started having sex, right? I'm going to tell you. So all types of noises, headboards banging, and there's a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on. Luckily, it only lasts about 2 minutes. so I was distracted for 2 minutes, but that was crazy to me. That was crazy to me how as soon as I dropped to my knees, when it's a quiet moment, boom, that hit. I was like, man, that's crazy. But, so I was distracted by that for like 2 minutes. But I'm going to tell you, Satan is like, I don't know. But I guess whoever the guy was, I guess he said, I'm going to take this 2 minutes. I'm going to put some work in. But I was glad it was only 2 minutes so I could focus on what I had to do. But yeah, it was crazy. And I was trying my best to try to drown the noise out and whatever. And I mean, it was wild. But it's always something going on, man. I'm telling you, it's always something going on. So let's see here. So I'm going to tell y'all about. So I'm going to talk about, so I had a lot of, two rough 2 minutes. That's what he said. I'm going to put in that work. You put that work in for 2 minutes, and that was it. I was glad. Cause they was definitely in the way. But, so I'm going to tell y'all, let's see here. So it was an interesting, weekend leading up to the weekend, right? So I had a few situations, and I'm starting to see this a whole lot. This is what I'm starting to see here. So I had a friend, right? So it kind of started off with, so I'm gonna go back to the first lady. So the first lady, it's a friend of my wife, right? So she needed some help moving some stuff. So we went to her storage unit. So once we finished with her storage unit, I was standing there and I started getting this sick feeling. So it's this feeling that I always get when I'm around demons. So I started getting this sick feeling. So I was like, uh-oh, something's going on. So after that, I started feeling a tugging sensation on the back of my neck and the back of my head. When I'm feeling that, thanks for the rose experiences. When I'm feeling that, that's a sign that it's demons and these demons are strong. So I already knew that. I knew that this girl needed deliverance, right? I knew that's what she needed. She needed deliverance. So she's into, and at some point I already see that I'm gonna have to do a video about this as well. But she's into like the Orishas, right? The deities like Oshun and Ogun, Obatala, all of them, So she's into all of that. So I was telling her, I said, hey, I said, to view. I said, I said, you're gonna need deliverance or whatever. So she was like, oh, well, I'm a prophet too, and I got gifts or whatever, and I can kind of make my own stuff, right? I was like, okay. I said, but you have you have some things on you that need to be removed. Now keep in mind, like, she's been getting real sick. She has like this rare like disease, but it makes her skin look like, if you was to see her, you'd have thought she got caught in a fire. So she has some type of disease that's rare. They don't even know where it's coming from. I already knew that all of this was attached to these spirits that was doing this. So then she started telling me, she said, yeah, she says, I do she says, I do readings for people in jail. And I was telling her, I said, that's one of the worst things that you can do, because you're picking up all that negative energy. So I'm just trying to talk to her, and I was like, look, I can help you. So long story short, later on that night, I was like, I can prepare like some stuff for you, take you through this deliverance process. And the spirits got irritated. She was like, well, basically, you think you know it all, and I can help myself. And I went and I meditated and I talked to the spirits. And if I had something on me, they would tell me. So, and all this other stuff. So I was like, I already saw. I said, oh, they got a stronghold on her. This is something that she grew up in this, doing this stuff. So I was like, well, ain't too much I could do for her besides pray for her. So that was the one situation. So then I end up, it was a friend. I ended up talking to a friend, because I've always, before I started all of this, like 6-7 years ago, I was led to a prophet, right? Real gifted guy. But as I started working with him, I started seeing a lot of stuff that, like, I was green to all this stuff, but I started seeing a lot of stuff that to me didn't feel comfortable. So I was just looking and I was like, some of this stuff just don't seem right. So anyway, he was kind of helping me out with my gifts and helping me to understand, because I didn't know what was going on. And he was telling me, he was like, yeah, you're going to develop into a prophet, right? So he was trying to help me with my gifts. But what was happening was, he would always tell me, he was like, you moving so fast. By the time I try to come to teach you something, you already know it. Thanks for the roses. So I was knowing information and not knowing how I was knowing it. So the Most High God had me doing stuff like looking at the sun. I was sun gazing. So when I was sun gazing, that was a way for the Most High God to download information into me. So I could go look at the sun in the morning, and later on that afternoon, I'll just have all this information and don't even know how I know this stuff or how I know the information. So so that was that. So I started seeing a lot of stuff with that whole situation that wasn't right, which now I knew that it was like a lot of witchcraft stuff that was going on. So I pulled away from that stuff. So of course I still knew people that was in that group. So once I pulled away from that whole group and I started seeing what was going on, I was like, man, all this stuff that they're doing, this is the stuff that I'm taking people through deliverance, helping to remove this stuff. So of course I'm trying to talk to these people, and they're looking at me like, well, no, that's not true. And, the ancestors, they've always helped me out. And, then I got the same thing again. You think you know everything. So this, that. So I'm like, look, I've took people through deliverance that has like Oshun, Obatala, and thanks for the roses, and these different things, right? So I said, I tell you what, I said, look, I kept having this urge like I needed to pray for. I said, just let me pray for you, whatever. So he said, okay. So we set up a prayer session, started praying for her. Instantly, she started feeling something pulling on the back of her head, right? Start pulling on the back of her head. Uh, her eyes, thanks for the music notes, and her eyes look real dark. So these are like some of the times I can look at people, like your eyes, the way your energy feels. I can just pick up on different things. Or sometimes the demon will start laughing. So she told me she felt like she wanted to laugh. So I'm telling her, like, you have demons attached to you. Anyway, long story short, she gets mad and you think you know everything, and since you done start blowing up and what you doing, you change. This is your I think your ego. Something about my ego. I mean, just start just going off, right? And I'm just listening, but I'm used to this because once I do these deliverance, and it irritates the spirit, and I could tell that it irritated her. She said she couldn't even sleep that night because these things started getting pulled off of her. So that was one case. Ran into another case with another friend that's still in it. Same thing. She's been having issues with meeting someone. And so I asked her, I said, well, and she gets confused because she was working with the guy that we initially started working with. And I would help her. So she was like, well, he's saying one thing, you're saying another thing, and I was like, well, I deal with the removal of demons. Like, that's what I deal with, removing stuff. So he started getting into something else. And what I see is the spiritual people, like it's so much stuff out here. I know everybody's very curious, right? So you'll start getting pulled different ways. Next thing you know, you'll be doing witchcraft and don't even realize you're doing witchcraft. So whenever I would work with people, I would always keep them on the right path and like, look, don't get pulled over to this side because it's so easily for people to get pulled astray. But anyway, I started talking to her and I'm telling her like, you have something that's attached to you. So she says, well, no, I'm fine. And I was like, well, you're saying you're fine, but also you've been single for years and, nice looking woman, you got your stuff together. She was like, well, yeah, you're right. I know something's not right. I said, okay. I said, so let me ask you. I said, so what do you think is holding you back? She said, well, to keep in mind, she told me, well, I don't have no demons. I don't have no spirits, I said, so what do you think is holding you back? She said, well, I think what's holding me back is, that, I think it's generational curse. I said, okay. I said, what else? She said, and I also think like, just my insecurities. I said, okay. She said one other thing. I forgot what it was. So I had to stop her. I said, do you realize what you just named was spirits and demons? Do you not understand when you say generational curse? Demons are attached to generational curses. That's what happens. It's a demon that jumps from generation to generation. It could be the woman, it could be the man or whatever. That's a generational curse. She said her insecurities. I was like, you feeling insecure about yourself? Do you understand that that is a spirit that's making you feel that way? Everything that's negative is a spirit behind it. I said, these are spirits that are making you feel this way. This is why I'm telling you that you need deliverance, right? Because you have blocks. These spirits, these demons, they are setting these blocks. And that's just like, thanks for the roses. Just like what the other young lady had to tell her. I had a vision and I saw her walk to the beach, walk to the water and threw something in the water. So I called, I said, look, let me ask you a question. I said, are you making an offering to something or somebody? She's like, no, not me. So a couple hours later, she called back. She said, you know what? She said, a couple weeks ago, I went down to the ocean and I made an offering to Oshun. So what they'll do is they'll like Oshun, like they'll give her champagne, they'll give her fruit baskets. You giving these Orishas different things in order to help you. So I told her, I said, the message that I got for you is to let you know that when you're doing that, that's just like worshiping another God. That's what you're doing. You're showing worship to something else. So you're basically making a deal with them in order to get something back. And I was like, that ain't what you want to do. You're doing witchcraft and I know you don't realize it. So Again, she told me, oh, they help me out and they this and they that, and I'm well protected and just a whole bunch of stuff. But then turned around, what happened was some type of accident happened. She broke her ankle. And then I said, well, how did that happen? And she told me a story, which it didn't make sense. But anyway, but what happened was someone had placed witchcraft on her. So, okay, I'm saying in my head, but you said that you was protected, but somebody put witchcraft on you. So, yeah, those Orishas, stay away from the Orishas. Like everybody that I know that deals with the Orishas, I mean, look at Beyonce. Like she's heavy into it. These things get in you and they can manipulate you. They get like a super duper stronghold. The last 3 or 4 people that I've ran into trying to deliver, like they ain't trying to hear it. Like they believe in what they believe, and like that's it, you know. So you want to stay away from that. They work for good or for bad. They go both ways. I've known people that even it's so bad that when they cook dinner, they have to cook dinner for the Orisha, because they'll tell me if they're trying to eat something to be tugging at their food. So they have to prepare 2 meals. You know, I know one girl that was working with them, and like they told her, okay, they like different stuff. They like tobacco, they like rum, you know, they like that type of stuff. They like cigarettes, that type of stuff. So and cigars. So she was trying to get something. So I guess she made a deal, and this thing said, okay, well, thanks Priscilla for the roses. Well, if you get me some tobacco or whatever, then I'll do whatever I need to do for you. So whatever it was supposed to do for her, it did it, right? But she was too tired to go out and get the cigar or coffee or whatever it was. They wouldn't let her sleep. She said the thing would not let her sleep. So you don't want to get tangled up in that, you know. And I just tell people, just stay on the straight and narrow, just like work with, you know, just work with the Most High. Or if you even want to work with the angels, but you even need to be careful with the angels, because I've known people that start working with the angels, then they'll start putting so much focus on the angels. I went in one lady's house, that's all she had was all angel figurines all over the place, you know. And I knew that it was all. So I asked her, I said, well, who do you pray to? She was like, the angels. But see, then that's wrong, you know, because again, you're supposed to only focus. Your main focus at all times should be on the Most High God. You can work with the angels, but you need to know that your priority, your focus should always be with the Most High God's, nothing else under him. You have a lot of what I call lower G gods or lower gods. You got plenty of them out here. I've seen them, you know, in different dreams and visions. You got a lot of gods, and they are gods, but they're lower gods, because you got the Most High God that is over all of them. So I don't really understand why people choose to work with all this low level stuff in the first place, which I don't understand that. You know, they're working with everything that's low level because they feel like they can get it quicker. But always remember, anything that comes quick, you better believe there's something behind it. It's something to go with it. Right? Now, that much I can tell you. So, so that's just how that, the quick fix. Yeah, everybody want it quick. Everybody want it fast. And there's always a lot of consequences that comes with that. So I would encourage you, if that's what you're doing, you know, I would just stay away from that stuff, because it's so easy to get tangled up into it. And see, what happens is, like, one of the females I was talking to, I told her, I said, I see that you're being pulled towards voodoo. And then she was like, yeah, I just read a book on it. See, what happens is your bloodline, right? So she has voodoo spirit that has attached to her bloodline. So, but she also has these holy spirits that are attached to her bloodline. So it's like, I saw it like it was a tug of war, like it was going back and forth. So 1 minute she'll be trying to learn about voodoo, then the next minute you'll hear her talk about God. She kept going back and forth. And I told her, I was like, look, just keep your eye on the Most High God and focus on that. Like, don't get pulled into this other stuff. You know, it's just like when I work with Deliverance, like the way I was taught, like Yeshua taught me, like all of the religions are flawed. There's not one religion that is correct. So I pull from different religions when I do Deliverance. Like, I may use the cross, Christianity, for deliverance, and then I may use holy water, which is the Catholic. So it's different things that he'll direct me to use. But then it's also things that I can tell you with each one of those religions is different things that's going on that they're not even aware of. Uh, different rituals and stuff that they're doing that they don't even understand or know that they're doing. So the whole religion stuff, like we'll stay away from it. If somebody right now that's going through something and a friend called me, she was like, Thomas, I'm trying my best to get her to see you, but she's a Jehovah Witness and she doesn't believe in what you do. They think it's witchcraft. So this lady will go through what she's going through. And when you have demons attached to you, trust me, it'll just keep getting worse and worse. But because she's so stuck in that religion, and I have so many people that's come to me, that's in that situation, and that's what that religion, that's what it will do to you. It will do to you to keep you in the box. So, so now what I'm gonna do is let's talk about. Let's talk about. So when I was in the airport, right? So this is funny. Like when I'm in the airport, people think that when you talk to like the Most High God, when you talk to Yeshua, when you talk to angels, most people think that y'all gonna be communicating just like I'm talking to y'all. Like you're gonna see their lips moving. To be honest with you, I've only really seen me and Yeshua talk normal or regular, like we're talking one time. Most of the time, they're looking at me and I'm looking at them, and we go back and forth. It's almost like we call it telepathically. We go back and forth with a conversation in our heads, and our mouths never move. We just look at each other, and I can understand what's going on. So I was in the airport, and when I was in the airport, he had me kind of stop in the middle of the airport and turn around. So as soon as I turned around to I noticed that I was standing in front of Starbucks. So I was like, okay. So I'm just sitting there looking, like I don't drink coffee. So I'm like, what's good? What's going on? So I'm just standing there. So he's like, again, it's strange because I'm saying he's like, but I didn't hear like a audible voice, but it's like I knew. It was like, okay, turn around, look at this sign. So I look and I see the Starbucks sign. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, so what is it? As soon as I looked at it, boom, it clicked. I said, okay, so this is what you want me to do. So he wants me to talk to y'all about Starbucks today. So we're going to talk about Starbucks today, and we're going to talk about the logo on Starbucks. So that's right. Mermaid, siren, marine spirit. That's exactly what it is. Now, all this stuff is coming from the marine kingdom. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what Starbucks is, but just in case if you don't, so we know this is the Starbucks symbol right here, right? So what you're looking at the Queen of the Coast. That's what you're looking at. So that is it's a demon of the water, the Queen of the Coast. And so she rules over different things in the water, right? I want y'all to see that. So double-tailed mermaid, siren, same thing, half fish, half woman, that type thing, right? So now, this is something that you probably never seen, right? Have anybody ever seen what the back of it looks like? Have y'all ever seen what the back of the Starbucks logo looks like? You've seen the front, but have you ever seen the back? So I'm gonna show you what the back look like, right? So this is the back. Yeah, so that I'm trying to see if y'all can see it or not. I see it keep fading. Hold on. Let me see. So yeah, so this is the back, right? So you see her holding up this double two tails. She's holding this up, right? Starbucks logo. All right. So that's the back of it. That's how she looks. So you notice she has the crown as well. All right. So you got that. All right. So it's a demon, right? So this is the demon that, this is how they created that sign off of this demon, the Queen of the Coast. You notice how you got the split tail. You notice how you got the crown. And you notice how it's got the breast, even the hair. So this is the Queen of the Coast that you're looking at. So this is a demon that is in the water, a demon from the marine kingdom, right? So now the funny part to me is everybody that I know that goes to Starbucks, they are addicted to Starbucks. Like I know people that they have to have Starbucks every morning. So, I mean, I don't know, but it's strange to me. I will tell you that it's strange to me. So you're going to this place and the logo is it's a demon, the Queen of the Coast. This demon rules a lot of other demons in the water, right? So, again, it's a little Starbucks logo and this is how she looks from the back. Same thing, how she's you know, holding up the tail here. Let's see. Put both of these side by side. Yeah, so yep, so it's crazy. You got the crown and the hair. So yeah. So all of this stuff right here. So I'm just telling y'all to just beware. You know, just you know, look around and I always say, stop walking around here like zombies. You know, zombies follow each other. They don't question that. And remember I told y'all the zombies in the Thriller video? You see them do the dance? They be like this in the Thriller video, and they just walking with their arms out, their eyes closed, and they just going with the flow. Stop going with the flow. Come off of cruise control. I remember one time I was in a place, I was in Vegas one time and starving. They had a cafe. The cafe was called Diablo's Cafe. And guess what? It was a line to get in. Because people not even paying attention to what this stuff is saying. They hungry. They want to eat. Like, I'm not going to eat at a restaurant that's called the Devil's Cafe. That's crazy to me. And then they wonder how different things are jumping in them. So this stuff is real. When you're seeing stuff that don't look right, take time, question this stuff. Question it. Because I'm going to tell you, it's a lot. It's a lot that's going on. So, you got to wake up and pay attention and just stop going with the flow and thinking, oh, he's just saying that. He just, this person making that up. The girl, they always saying this, they saying, no, the stuff is real. The stuff is straight up real. So, so that's that. So yeah, so that is definitely the demon. So I would definitely watch out for that. So I'm gonna tell you, like the Queen of the Coast and those mermaids or those sirens, like, so what they were, of course they're mythological creatures, but they are real. But so what they were known for doing is, whenever they had like those boats or sailors coming through in the ships, it could be fishermen, they would always cause the waters to be real rough. And what they would do, they would start like singing. And it was like by them singing, they could hypnotize these guys. And they'll have them like so out of it, that's how they would fall overboard. So that's what the siren would do. So that's what these demons would do. They will make them fall overboard. create rough seas. So it's almost like they was casting spells over them, and they'll get real woozy. Next thing you know, they're just jumping off the ship. So that's what they were doing with that. So next thing I want to show y'all is, so I'm gonna show y'all this right here, right? So y'all don't think I'd be exaggerating, right? So when I go and I do these house cleanses get real crazy sometimes. I have people, they'll call me, they'll say, oh, well, I tried to reach out to such and such, but they don't want to come, they don't want to take the case because the stuff can get real crazy. So this happened to me after a house cleansing. So what happened when I'm like doing a house cleansing, like the one I did over the weekend, I started feeling pressure in my chest. So the demons will start attacking my body wherever they're attacking the person in the home. So I started feeling this pressure in my chest. So I had asked the lady, I said, are you having issues in your chest? And she was like, yeah. So that's what they'll do to me. So this was one case right here that I did the house cleansing, and I'm touching my beard, and I'm like, hold on, I feel a bald spot. And so something tells me to take a picture, and look what happened. You see that right there? A huge chunk of hair just gone. This is from doing the house cleansing. This is from doing the house cleansing. Stuff be crazy, man. And this is like a close-up picture. That's what they'll do. Now that's on my left side. So this is the stuff that I'll have to go through. So they got snatched out. Just like that. And I'm telling you, the spot is so clean. I don't know if you can see it, but the spot is so clean. It's no hair at all. It's almost like somebody took some of that, what they call it, that nair, and rubbed up there. This is the same side. And you see how full it is now? It ended up coming back. So it grew back. But that's the type of stuff that I have to go through. Like I went through stuff with my pelvic bone. I mean, all kind of stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to come at me. This is all stuff to intimidate me. So I will stop doing what I'm doing. That's what they try to do. Now, I'm going to get to show you something that's going to look super duper crazy. I really don't show this to a lot of people, but I'm going to show this to y'all. This is something that happened to me maybe about, this was maybe about 2-3 years ago, right? So the demons know, they can see your future. So you may hear some of these Christian people or these religious people say, oh, demons can't see your future. They know exactly what's going on. They know what's going on. That's why they try to stop you. That's why they try to stop you from they create a lot of havoc in your life so they can throw you off course, right? So that's what they'll try to do. So what they try to do to me is they try to intimidate me, hoping that they can scare me so I'll stop. So one day I'm sitting down, right? I'm sitting down. This was some years ago, right? I'm sitting down, and as I'm sitting down, I heard a voice that says, take a picture of your face. I said, okay. So I take a picture of my face. All right. Now, I know y'all probably never seen this before. This spirit took over my face. All right. So people don't know spirits can actually take over your face. When I mean take over your face, like you see how I look now, but I can take a picture and the image will come out different. So that's what I did. So I want you to look at this right here. This is when they took over my face. Look how black my eyes are. Hold on, I'm trying to see if y'all can see this or not. Hold on, let me try this a different way. Hold on. Still ain't coming in. Hold on. Make sure. What about now? Can y'all see that? I don't know why I keep doing that. And y'all know this is not even me. So look at this. Look at the eyes. Look at the purple on my cheeks. Like everything looks purple. Let me try another one to see, because it don't seem like it's trying to come in good. Lawrence Fishburne. I don't know who I look like. I'm looking crazy, I can tell you that. But yeah, so that's what it was doing. So it did this. Look how black and dark my eyes are. So it did this to try to scare me, right? So because it wanted me to stop doing what I'm doing. And so like Yeshua will allow this stuff to happen because all of this stuff is a test to see how much can I endure. You know, most people will see something like this and they'll just straight up run through the wall and like, what is going on? And, you know, but yeah, so I you know, I saw this stuff and this was taken some years back, a couple years ago. So yeah, so they was doing stuff like that. They was doing stuff like that to try to scare me because they wanted me to stop. They can see the future. They know that you're going to be taking people through deliverance and Yeshua will be working through you. You'll be killing them off. So they want to try everything. They'll try to do everything. Even when I looked in the mirror, yeah, it would look that way. So they try to do everything to try to scare you. So that was that. But again, it didn't work. And so, like the Most High God will say, okay, Chantel, how you doing, Chantel? He'll see, okay, he's able to handle this. He's able to handle that. And that's how you can kind of keep moving forward, right? Because he's going to constantly keep throwing different things out there to you. These are just all tests to see what you can endure when you're dealing with these, demons. Now, also, I have a family member right now that's, I don't know if he's trying to be a preacher or what he's trying to do. But when I saw him, I automatically got a message, and the message was saying that like the Most High God would not let him move forward until he forgives. So I gave him that message. He tried to act like he didn't know what I was talking about. So I ended up talking to another family member. And what happened was he had cancer, and his father didn't really support him and come to the hospital. So he's holding this grudge. So the way that the Most High God operates, you're not going to move forward on your spiritual path holding grudges. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. I'm going to tell you, it's a lot of stuff that I had to forgive people for, but you will not move forward until you forgive. And that's one of his big things. And I had to tell him that, like, look, if this is what you really want to do, like, he's not going to move you forward until you forgive, you know, because you're working for the Most High God. Like, your heart has to be right. How can you be out here trying to preach to people? You're trying to lead people to him, but you're holding on to stuff. You got a grudge that you're holding on to. It don't go like that. So, you know, you have to have a very clean walk, be a very forgiving person. And I remember the Most High God told me, he said, like, how can my people hold these grudges towards other people? And some people hold grudges for years, but how can they do that when I constantly forgive them of sins every day? So he's looking at you and he's saying that, you know, I'm constantly forgiving you every day, but, you know, and you did things, but you steadily holding on to, you know, whatever you're holding on to. So yeah, so you gotta, and that goes for anybody. If you got something that you're dealing with now, like, you have to forgive. You have to forgive. And, you know, if you can't do it, you got to pray. Ask him to help you. He'll help you. He will help you to forgive. You know, that stuff needs to be released so you're not holding on to it, because I'm telling you, you'll think you'll be moving, but you'll be moving in quicksand until you fully Forgive. You got to forgive. Allow yourself to heal. And then you can move forward. Yep. Your fasting and your praying is the best way to help you to be able to move forward. So he's big. Long story short, he's still stuck because he wants to be stubborn, and that's not what he want to do. So he's still stuck in that same. He's still stuck in that same spot. So, I guess if he really wants it that bad, then he'll know that he has to change his way. And when you're talking about your anointing, right? Because not two people have the same anointing. Not two people have the same relationship with the Most High God. All of us have different relationship. All of us are at different levels, right? We're all at different levels. But what I find is it's kind of funny to me, because when I talk to people and people like, I want to hear from God. I want to do this from God. Thanks, Princess. They want to do this. They want to do that. But it doesn't come overnight. That stuff does not come overnight. It really doesn't. Because there's so much that goes with it, I know, like, for example, in my case, like, my body has to be a certain way. Like, I have to eat a certain way. Like, your vessel has to be clean. Your vessel has to be clean. And that's one of the other things that I ran into. I hear so many people say, oh, well, God told me this. God talked to me. And I had to tell, like, one girl, I was like, I hate to tell you, but you're not talking to God all the time. You're not talking to him. And I can tell her that because I was one of the ones that thought I was talking to God all the time in the beginning. I got fooled too many times. It's a process, and it's different things that you have to learn. Just because you're hearing the voice, it don't necessarily mean it's God. Like, it don't go like that. God is not just jumping in and just willy-nilly just talking to everybody with all this stuff is going. It don't go like that. So after I reached a certain point, and when I was able to speak with him, and he said, okay, you've earned that right. So it's a lot that you have to go through. And like I said, it's a process, and it's a lot that comes with it. You need to have your vessel. Your vessel needs to stay clean, meaning that you should be fasting. You should be praying. And also remember, when it comes to your home, you need to keep your home clean. You need to try your best to keep your home organized. When I go through and I travel and I help people, I'm gonna tell you, I can't think of one home that I've been to that it wasn't a lot of clutter, because that's what the demons feed on. They feed on clutter. That's what they do. They feed on clutter. So you have to organize. You have to keep, try your best to keep stuff clean, keep stuff neat. Same thing like with your body. When you're trying to communicate with the Most High God, it's like you got to keep your vessel clean. That's how God is able to communicate with you. When people come to me and they say, I'm having a hard time praying, I can't pray, or I'm trying to read the Bible, or I'm trying to do this, it won't work, I'm being blocked. That's because your vessel is not clean. It's not clean, so which means you need to fast. You get all that junk out. You need to fast so you can be clear. And once you're clear, then you establish a strong connection. Same thing with your home. We have all of this stuff that's piled up, stuff in this room, stuff in that room. You're stepping over stuff. Those are the demons love that type of environment. They love that environment. And most of the time when you see that, people have spirits attached to them. It's either depression, anxiety, the hoarding spirit. They have these different things attached. And the next thing you know, it's like a branch, because one door opens, one demon come in. And when that demon get in, then he'll get you weak. He'll open the door for another demon, and it does not stop. And you'll look up and these people will be so infested with demons. Just all over them. And something else I've been seeing too, like the memory. They've really been affecting people's memories too. They've been affecting people's memories big time. So try to clean, try to stay organized. If you have a lot of uh, a lot of stuff in your home, try to get rid of that stuff. If you're doing spring cleaning or whatever you're doing, but if you are keeping a lot of stuff, keep it organized. You don't want to have stuff. I've been in houses one time before. I went to a lady's house one time before, and she had called me over there, and her stuff was so bad they called a priest over to the house, right? So when I came over there, the priest had left. So the priest, she said the priest got so scared because the demons told him get out. So she said he threw some holy water up in the air and he ran out the house. Thanks for the roses. So I came in, and as soon as I break through the threshold, I could already feel the negativity. It almost felt like his eyes on you, demonic eyes. That's how I felt, like I was being watched. So she was like, well, the demon's saying that you gotta go. And I was like, well, tell him I go when I finish. So I'm gonna get this job done. But when I was in her house, cleansing the house, I literally was walking on, I'm gonna say uh about a foot of clothes. No lie. It was clothes all over the place. I mean, it was so bad the doors couldn't even shut. Some of the doors I could barely open. I mean, it's been times I've been cleansing the home, I can barely get in the room because there's so much clothes. I gotta squeeze through to try to get in. Or some of them I can't even squeeze through. I got enough that I can take my arm and stick my arm in to finish the cleansing because there's so much stuff that's in the house. So you get the stuff out of your house, keep your stuff organized. And it's anybody that I've been up here, that's up here tonight, that I'm working with you through deliverance, or I've already worked with you. Um, and you haven't done that already, yeah, start moving that stuff out. You want to start moving it out. You know, everything holds and everything carries energy. It really does. So I tell people try to switch things up in your house from time to time. Some people call it feng shui or feng shui, however you want to pronounce it. But this is energy that is in the home. All this stuff is real. This stuff is real. It's always good to bring new stuff in the house. That brings good energy in the house. Move stuff around. Like, don't just keep your home set up the same way it's been for 25 years. You know what I'm saying? Switch it up some. Switch the sofa around. Switch the chair around. I always tell you, it's always good to have plants in your house. Plants absorb negativity. Do that. You want to get, your home cleansed out, because again, you never know who has been in that home before you, and the energy just sits in the home. I was just telling y'all about a story a couple weeks ago about a friend, and so he moved in the home, and how in the home the couples that, well, I think it was like 3 couples before them, they got divorced. I just talked to him the other day. He's separated now, about to get a divorce. This will probably continue to keep happening until someone comes in there and cleans out that house and get all of that negative energy out of the house. As long as that energy is in the house, that's going to happen. I got another lady I was working with. And the lady just dealing with all of this depression, anxiety. She cannot shake it. I can't even get her through the deliverance process. She'll start and then she stops. She'll start again. And I don't hear nothing from her from like 4 to 5 to 6 months, but to find out somebody committed suicide in the house. They committed suicide. All of that energy is left in the home. All of that energy can affect you. It can affect you, and it will jump on you. Some people will be walking around there and be feeling suicidal and don't know why. You're just picking up on that energy, especially if you're real gifted. You could be picking up on that energy from that person that committed suicide in the house. You absorb all of that stuff. And this is the thing that people don't understand about this energy stuff. But you hear a lot of these church people, these religious people say, "Oh, that's witchcraft." One of the words that I've been hearing lately, they like to use. Oh, new age. That's all new age. They don't understand it. They don't know nothing about it. They stuck in one lane, and that's it. That's why I end up having to help out so many of them, to try to help to open their eyes up, because they don't understand it. So so this energy stuff, the stuff is real. So yeah, try to stay clean. as much as possible and clutter free, because that hoarder spirit, it is not a game. I got somebody that's close to me that got that hoarder spirit. When I mean it's for real, yeah, I know y'all probably seen that show Hoarders. Like, it is for real when they be trying to hold on to that stuff. They do not want to get rid of it. But anyway, so yeah, so that's that. So this is what I'm gonna show y'all right here, right? So I want y'all to tell me, what do y'all think this is right here? Somebody said an angel. An angel. It looks angelic. No clue. A rainbow. Orb. Cloud. Globe. Portal. Rainbow. Wind in the clouds. Somebody said Michael. Somebody said wings. Portal. So I will tell you, beautiful sky. Energy. Portal. All right. So I will tell you, the ones that said portal, you got it right. That's what it is. Most people will look at this and say, oh, it's just a rainbow. This is a portal. This is an angelic portal that is in the sky. So you can see stuff like this. You'll never have an idea what it is, but this is a portal, and this is how some of the portals look. Now, if you don't know what a portal is just a doorway. This doorway can take you to different dimensions. You can go in, you can go out. Now, I've been in meditation before, meditating, and I saw one of these above my head. And for whatever reason, I took my head, I stuck my head through it, and it was crazy. I was in a whole nother world. So from my neck on up to the top of my head, I was in another world, right? But the rest of my body was still sitting in the chair outside of my backyard. So again, this stuff is real. But you will hear these religious people say, these church folks, oh, it's witchcraft. This is what's happening. This stuff is real. So there's a portal, right? So now I'm gonna show you this. This was early in the game, right? So this, I don't know if y'all can see this good, but this happened in my backyard. I was sitting in the kitchen doing some work. Some said, look out your blinds, right? So I had this portal in my backyard made out of a ring of fire, and it was floating. And I thought I was tripping. Now, the funny part about this, no one could see this in my home but me. So they thought I was making it up. Nobody could see it but me. So I went and I started to take pictures, and it showed up on the picture, right? So now I'm gonna show you. So now I'm I don't know why this thing always fade the way it fade, but I'm trying to see if I can get this thing close for y'all so y'all can see it, but I don't know why it always do that. Hold on, let me see here. If I can find a better way. Ain't gonna work neither. Let's see. I do it like that. That'll work. Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, I don't want me to show y'all, but yeah, hold on. Put your hand behind the photo. All right, let me try that. Let me try that. All this stuff up here. Hold on. Like this. There we go. Somebody knew what they were talking about. I guess it's helping a little better. So yeah, so that's the portal. I guess that helps out some. So yeah, right. So y'all check this. So y'all see that, right? So I finally built up. Like I said, this was in the very, very beginning. So I was like, what? So it took me a little while to build my carriage up. And I was like, let me open up my blinds, right? So I opened up the blinds so I could see. As I opened up the blinds, it started to fade, right? So you see that line? And if you notice, you see two white balls, right? You see a white ball on the top, a white ball on the bottom, right? So they are angels, all right? So I'm going to show y'all how they flew through this portal. So two white balls right there on that side. Now, I'm going to show you how they flew to the other side. Let me see. Hold on, is that right? Let me see. Is that the same side? Hold on. Let me see. Okay. So, they was on this side, right? When they flew through. And then they flew through to the other side. So you see when I say portal, that's a doorway, and this is how they fly through. And that's what they were showing me. So they flew through one side to the other side. So these portals are real. I've had a dream, and Yeshua gave me this vision, and I saw it was actually my son. This huge portal opened up, and half his body was in and half his body was out. And I think we were somewhere like at one of those national parks. So a lot of people are coming up missing in these parks, and then he was showing me that portals are opening up, and somehow these people are getting pulled in these portals. So people have been like disappearing. They don't know where they're going at. So that's one thing that he showed me. Now, this is another one, right? When I happened to be just sitting down and some said take a picture. The portal was in the middle of my face. I think y'all can see that, right? Yeah, so the portal was like in the middle of my face, right? And so this is another one. You can kind of see the back of it, of the portal. And if you can see the top of it has like a big round circle. So they was flying all around my head. So they was flying. All right. And this is it's really getting on my nerves here. I'm gonna try this right here. So yeah, so this is another one. And that's just what they do. They'll make it right on my face and they'll just be flying. So right now what you're looking at, half of my head is in the portal and the other half is out. So that's what you're looking at. And if you look at me, I look like I'm in the zone because most of the times I am when that stuff happens. Like I just be somewhere else. Like I don't know, La La Land. And this is now this one, if you look at this one closely, I'm gonna try to bring it close. You'll be able to actually see the angels at the top going in and out. They can look like orbs, right? Rainbow orbs. Oh, let me try this. So if you look closely, you'll see that it's you see in the portal. I couldn't see. Yeah, but anyway, I don't know if y'all can see this because this one ain't really working like I wanted to. But at the top, they look like little orb things, and there's a bunch of angels flying in and out, in and out, in and out. All right, so that's that. All right. These are just random rainbows. I was in a restaurant and a rainbow just appeared out of nowhere. They just come out of nowhere. They just appear. Another one that just appeared on the hotel floor out of nowhere. They just appeared. And the angels will do that just to let you know that they're around. Okay, so now we're gonna shift gears. I'm gonna shift gears here a little bit. Shift gears. So I'm gonna tell y'all, So I was working with a young lady. She called me one day and she said she was going through a lot and that she needed help. And so she was about 8 hours from me. She didn't have a job. Um, Something attached to her. She just pretty much just gave up her job, had a nice vehicle, her home, everything. She didn't know what to do. So she called me and I was trying to talk to her. She was like, I don't know. Some just told me to call you. So I'm gonna just come to you. So I'm like, you 8 hours away and you driving a van and you won't have enough gas. She was like, well, I got $20. I was like, that's still not going to be enough. You know what I'm saying? So I just want you to think about it and then one thing she told me, she said, I'm going to pray. I said, okay. All right. Long story short, y'all, she made it. She wasn't supposed to make it, but she made it. She prayed the whole time. By the time she got to me, the hand was under the E, but she made it to me, right? So she had so much faith and so much trust. She jumped on the road and she just drove, not knowing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Had only spoke to me for maybe 15 minutes, but she jumped in and she did it, right? So she drove to me. So she came to me. So of course, I made sure that she got back safely. I gave her what she needed to get started, right? So she kind of disappeared. So I didn't hear anything from her for maybe about, I don't know, 6-7 months, something like that. So I happened to be going through my phone one day and I came across her number and something was like, you need to check on her. So I reached out to her. So I didn't hear anything from her right away. So then one day I get a text, and then so she texts me, and so I set something up with her. I was like, I need to do like a Deliverance Zoom session with her. So I spoke with her. Very, very intelligent lady, but they're trying to take her mind away from her, is what they're trying to do. So I spoke with her, and she just told me straight up. She was like, I kind of hesitated on calling you because I know you really tried to help me. And basically, she threw the baths away. She never took the baths. She was like, out of all the stuff you did for me, I didn't follow through. And, I just was real ashamed. And I was like, look, it's cool. It's okay. I understand. I know what's going on. So, like, I'm not going to give up on you. We're going to work this out. So she said, I want to tell you something. She said, something kept telling me to call you. Something kept telling me to call you. So she says, her phone was supposed to have been turned off maybe 4 or 5 days prior to us talking. So she said she prayed and she said, God, she said, why haven't you let my phone get turned off? I guess she didn't have no money to keep it on, but her phone was supposed to have been, they're supposed to turn it off a long time ago or whatever. She was like, why are you allowing my phone to be on? She said, as soon as she said that, that's when she got a text from me. So she was like, I know that he kept my phone on so I could connect to you. So now I'm working with her, and we did a Deliverance Zoom session, and she started feeling lighter already. So I'm gonna be able to work with her to help her to get back on her feet so she can so she can get her stuff going. But I'm telling y'all this story because I'm telling you, man, like, this faith and this trust. Like, I remember one time when I was talking to the Most High, he was telling me, he said, it's easy for people to say that they have faith and they have trust until their faith and trust is tested. And her story to me, like, it was a great and inspiring story because she jumped up and drove. Technically, she should have been able to make it maybe about with a van and the way that burned gas, maybe 3 hours. She made it 8 hours. 8 hours. So we know that won't nothing but God and her faith and her trust. So, and now we even able to link up again. I could have easily shot her a text and her phone would have been off, and then that just would have been that. But he allowed her phone to stay on so she still can receive the help. So I'm telling you, it's great. And I mean, I got another situation. Just finished working with a woman. The deliverance wasn't complete the first time, so she had to go through it. So she finished up this morning, and she told me she had a dream and that she saw doves, like white doves flying all over the place. So whenever you're seeing that, that's great because that means freedom and peace. And she was like, that's what I feel. So I'm telling y'all, it's rough out here, but don't give up. Like, I had some stuff that was going on because it's a lot of stuff I go through when I'm working with people. Some of their stuff, sometimes this stuff can rub off on me and it can affect my mood. And with all the other stuff that I deal with, and you've heard me say in the past, the hardest part about what I do is not the demons. It's really not the demons. It is the people that I work with. It is the attitudes that I got to deal with sometimes. I deal with some people who are not appreciative at all. Some of them, they're not appreciative at all. So, and then I go through the stuff that I go through. I go through a lot of stuff behind the scenes that, what I'm saying, that I gotta deal with. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep my mind right. I gotta keep my mind straight. People think that you get up here and you do these deliverance prayers and they're just regular prayers. No, they ain't regular prayers. If I was just to get up here and just say a normal prayer, Lord, cover them with your, cover everybody with your blood type thing. I'm just doing a normal prayer. I'm fine. But when I get up here and I start calling these demons out, it's a different ball game. It wears you out. It pulls from you. I can't even describe it. Something is literally being pulled out of me when I do that. So some nights I'm just like, whoo, like, I don't know. But yeah, so that's the hardest thing is dealing with, dealing with the people. You're dealing with people that have, these bipolar spirits, some of the worry spirits to deal with. They're saying all kind of crazy stuff, but I've learned that stuff has to bounce off me. And you got to keep going because you try to come up here, you're trying to be sensitive, trying to deliver somebody. You're not going to make it. You're not. You're on social media, you're posting your videos and you're getting these messages from God. You got these religious people, these church folks that, they don't agree with you. And if anybody knows, if you up here, they like a gang, if you ask me. They worse than the Bloods and the Crips. And they hang together tight. I don't really see the spiritual people really standing up for each other too much like I do these Christian and these church people. The church people go hard. I'm going to tell you. They go hard in the paint. I ain't never seen nothing like it. And when they come at you, they coming at you 100 miles per hour. So you need to be able to deal with that. They're going to make videos about you. They're going to call you fake. They're going to call you this. They're going to call you that. Now, they could be doing all of that, and it may be someone that really needs your help, but that person is listening to what this other person says. So she's like, well, I can't go to him. So she might have just really messed somebody up from getting deliverance because of what they said. So it's a lot of stuff that's constantly always going on. So, I'm just numb to that stuff and I just keep it pushing, and I don't, I don't let that stuff affect me because you're going to have people constantly talking about you. You're going to be called fake. I even heard in some cases, I post up the deliverance videos when people throwing up and one girl had blood coming out of their nose. They're telling me that, worse than the Bloods and the Crips. Yeah, that's right. And I'm telling you, they tell me that I've hired people. Oh, this is just a hired actress. You hiring these people to get up here. You hire these people to shake the twitch. As I had one person that was like body was contorted. Oh, you hired that. Blood coming out of your nose. Oh, y'all set that up. Green throw up coming out of their mouth, which is poison. Oh, y'all set that up. The church people go hard. I'm gonna tell you, I'm scared of them. They go hard. I say, good night. I'm telling you. And when they all get together, whoo! I'm telling you, when they all get together, especially them older ladies with them church fans, they be like that. And the church fans, they be doing that. They be chewing on that double mint. Yeah, they go hard. They go hard. But anyway, that's that. But I just want to tell y'all that. Let's see. I was getting at something here. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, so they don't yeah, with the big hat, the church fan, and just like I was whew, I couldn't take it no more with TD Jakes. Who was it? Tyler Perry came up there and donated that $1 million. Then touched TD Jakes, and TD Jakes fell all back and started shaking and doing all that. I said, "You got that $1 million," and he started shaking there. I said, "Okay." But yeah, they funny. They're funny. But I understand. One thing that I understand that I understand that some people are not ready for solid food. Some people are still on breast milk. That's the way it's gonna be, I guess, until they get ready, till they're ready to open their mind up. Some people are not ready. Some people are just gonna always follow the leader. We got a lot of people that's programmed and they stuck in their ways, and that's just that. So and I guess they'll wake up at the time they're supposed to wake up. So that's what I call myself, as an angel told me the other day, the woke prophet. Because I got to tell you the stuff that the other ones that I don't want to tell you, because like I said, they'll think people will get mad and stop following them and all this other craziness. All right, so now I finished talking about the Bloods and the Crips. Now let's we're saying, okay, I finished talking about that. So now let's get on to something else. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, right? Before I even jump into this, I'm not into politics at all. All right. So like I don't have a favorite or like none of that. Like that ain't my thing. I'm not into it. But all I'm doing is like I always do. I'm just bringing the information. Now, the stuff I'm going to talk about now, it'll be people, oh, he crazy, won't he let it go? This, yeah, I don't believe, that's fine. But if this is what I've been told, this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna attempt to try to show y'all another picture, right? Hopefully this will come in. All right. So when I fast, I fast every 3 weeks. But when I'm fasting in my prayer room, a face keeps coming on my door, right? So I'm gonna see if y'all can look at this face and if y'all are able to distinguish who this face is, right? Now, a couple of y'all know, so the ones that know don't say nothing, but most of them don't know. So y'all tell me, hopefully y'all can see this without this thing. All right, can y'all see that face? So this face comes at the bottom of my prayer door. I heard somebody saying Trump, looks like Donald Trump. Somebody saying Trump, looks like Trump. Somebody says looks like a skull. Somebody say Jackson, that Tito Jackson or Michael Jackson. Trump. So I'm getting a lot of people that's saying Trump. Some people say Hillary. Some people say it looks evil. I thought Trump before you show it. Oh, okay, so somebody said they thought Trump before I showed it. Looks like a lady. And Michael. Okay, so Nancy Pelosi. Barack. Abraham. So it seems like everybody's saying Trump. So the people that said Trump, you're absolutely right. All right. So the Most High has been showing me this, right? So when I'm praying, especially when I'm fasting, this picture keeps popping up on my door whenever I fast. And when I looked at the picture, I heard Trump, right? So I'm gonna show y'all this, right? So let's see. So that's that right there. And so then this is I guess that's like a little black and white solid picture right there. So I don't know if this is gonna hold on. Let's see. Y'all can kind of see how that the hair is hanging over at the top. So yeah, so you got it right. So it's Trump. All right. So Trump. All right. So in my prayer room, as I'm fasting, this picture kept showing up on my door over and over and over and over. I got so many, got like 4 or 5 pictures, the same thing kept showing up. So I said, okay, so what's going on with this picture? Why am I seeing it? So then I hear the Lord say, it's Donald Trump. I'm not finished with him. I said, okay. So I said, well, let me figure out what's going on. So I'm going to give y'all the message that, so I've got messages about Trump. So this is the stuff that I'm going to tell y'all, okay? Some people agree with it, some people don't, but like I always tell you, I'm here to give you the information. All right. So with Donald Trump, has anybody noticed that out of any president that you've known, have y'all ever seen any president go through what this man been going through? They've been coming for his neck non-stop, right? Non-stop. And it's a reason behind it, okay? There's a reason behind it. So he's not on the same thing that they're on. So, of course, they're trying to destroy him. And this is the information that, as I was speaking to the Most High God, the stuff that was revealed to me. All right. So, first of all, going all the way back to the election, 2020 election, he was robbed of that. It was massive fraud that happened in that election. So, you probably heard him talk about massive fraud and everybody. So, he's making it up. He's not making it up. It is true. That's number one. Number two. Biden and the Kamala, I think it is. I'll tell you, I really don't keep up with the politics, but I think it's Kamala Harris or something like that. But they're not who you think they are. They got a whole nother agenda. It was revealed to me that what they want to do, they want this what do you call it? A one world agenda type thing, right? They kind of want it to be like how it is in China. The government just control everything, right? So they want that. Now, I will say, when you're dealing with, so what they're trying to do is they're really just basically trying to drag him through the mud. They're trying to drag his name through the mud. All right. Now, some other information I got when we started talking about this whole coronavirus thing. Other information that I got about that. All of that coronavirus stuff came from China, but all of this stuff came so in hopes that they could blame this on Trump so people wouldn't vote for him, right? So all of this was done for that reason. So all these people lost their lives, all this over election to try to stop him. He's the only one that they could try to stop what's going on. All right, so that's that. Now, other information that I've got that now I don't want y'all to think that Trump is, this innocent and perfect guy, because he's not. And the Most High God told me that he has flaws too. He said he has flaws too, but he's working with him and he's changing him. I don't know if y'all are watching him, but at times you're hearing him talk more about God and this, that. I actually had a vision, and I was in the White House, and I was like sitting back and I was watching him. So God basically let a lot of this stuff happen to humble Donald Trump. He was very arrogant. So this was to humble him, to slow him down, right? So to humble him. The information that I'm getting is that God wants to work through him, and he is going to work through him. He's going to work through him. So I've been telling people this for the longest time. I've even made videos about it. Like with the election, how he got robbed out of the election because he's supposed to win that. But anyway, God is going to work through him. And people would always tell me, oh, you're wrong. He good to go to jail. Oh, you're wrong. He about to be impeached. And I kept telling them, I said, God is working through him. So whatever's going on, it's not going to affect him. So every time they try to do something, it's not working. It's not working. You heard all this stuff. I remember last week, every time I turned around, oh, Trump in jail. Oh, he in jail. And then my dad would call me, oh, they got him again, son. They got him. I just laughed. I was like, it's not going to happen. I ain't seen nothing on the news about him in jail or going to jail. Everything just got quiet. Everything got quiet. It got quiet. Now, people don't understand how this stuff works. When you're dealing with the Most High God, when you're dealing with the divine, I don't care what you try to do. It's not going to work. Now, somehow, some way, this man is going to be your president again. All right? He's going to be your president again. And a lot of stuff is going to be revealed about that election and how it was tampered with. So I'm going to tell you that. So expect something to happen with Trump, because at this point, the Most High God has his hand on him. And this is who he has chosen, and this is who he wants to work through. So you might like him, you might not, but I'm just telling you what's going on. You know, you see anybody that they coming after him like they want him so bad. I'm talking about they will not let up. They won't let up because he's not a part of their plan. He's really not a part of their plan, and people don't understand that. And so he's going against the grain with everything that they're saying. So that's why they despise him so much. But yeah, he had it. You know, that experience had to happen, and that experience also humbled him. You know, it humbled him. So like I said, I don't want to be talking like, oh, he's a saint, he's this, he's that. No, because again, you know, from what I was told, he had his flaws too. You know, he did his dirt or whatever he did. But the Most High God is working with him. And keep your eyes open, because you're going to see something with him. You're going to see something with him. It's going to be some type of turnaround. It's going to be some exposure. And you're going to be seeing him. He's going to be your president again. Now, they're going to try to do stuff to try to stop it. It's not going to work. He get out of everything. And I keep telling people, he not getting out of everything because he got money. Because he got everybody against him. It ain't, at this point, it's not even about money. You got everybody against him. So it's not about money. This is all about divine help. This is about the Most High God helping him. And that's how he's getting out of everything. That's how he's doing it. So, and if people can't see that, I'm like, ain't that much luck in the world. He ducked and he get out of everything. Everything. Because of what they're trying to do to him. So, yep. So I just want to just give y'all that. And so that's what he told me. He said, I'm not finished with him. He is going to work through him. He's changing him. He's transformation. And this other stuff that we seeing, you know, we so fooled because, you know, people just don't know. You know, these people got a whole nother agenda. I'm telling you, they got a whole nother agenda that people just don't realize or don't know about. They just don't. You know, and that coronavirus stuff, all this stuff happened to try to stop him. To try to stop him. And all those lives. And I mean, just craziness. So that's that. So just keep your eyes open for that situation. Because something's gonna happen with that. Yeah. Okay. Now, moving past that. Let's go ahead. Let's get started with these prayers. Thanks for the roses. So for the new people that are up here, I'm gonna kind of give you the quick rundown. So if you're doing any yarning, if you're doing any coughing, sneezing, burping, your eyes watering, your ears popping, skin itching, shaking, if you feel like you got to go to the bathroom, if you're spitting or spitting up, demons are coming out. All right. So if you're experiencing any of that, demons are coming out. And I'm going to tell y'all something I want to do tonight. If y'all have like earphones, thanks, Kim. If y'all have like earphones or ear pods, put those in your ears tonight because I'm going to try something. If you got earphones or earbuds, put those in your ears because That way these prayers can go straight to your head, like, it's going straight instead of you just listen to it. So if you got that, I'm gonna give you a little bit of time. Put on your earbuds, your earpiece, your headphones, turn it up loud. Turn your volume all the way up when I pray. And so we're going to try this, and I want y'all to let me know if that is making a difference with anything. Does it feel normal from when I normally do it? Or do you notice a difference? Because these ear, the prayers and stuff, they're right in your ear, so they can get to you quicker. And turn your volume all the way up. So yeah, so if you're experiencing any of those things throughout the prayers, that's what's going on here. So, and if that's the case, just let me know in the comments. So I think do we leave the door open? Should we be alone? No, you can. No, that's fine. You don't have to be alone. Yeah, you don't have to be alone. And should we open the window? No, you don't have to. Nope, you don't have to. So I'm gonna get about another minute, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And y'all just let me know what you're feeling as we go through these prayers for tonight. All right, so I always like to start the prayers off. So I would encourage you too, when you're praying, you always want to make sure that you are destroying the demonic altars. And altars are what these demons build. It's their foundation. It's a foundation, and it's like they set whatever they're doing to you, whatever they're holding you back, whatever setbacks or hurdles, they create altars. They connect altars to this, and this just amplifies what you're going through. So we destroy these altars. So every demonic altar that is attached to God's children, I destroy it now in the name of Yeshua. I destroy it in the name of the Most High God. Every demonic altar that has been assembled against them, every demonic altar that has been assembled against their finances, I break it and I destroy it in the name of Yeshua. Every demonic altar that is attached to their health, I destroy it and I send flames to it. I dismantle it and I destroy it in the name of Yeshua. Every demonic altar that is attached to their destiny, I destroy it in the name of Yeshua. Every demonic altar that has been built against their relationships, I destroy it in the name of Yeshua. Every demonic altar that has been assembled against their careers, I destroy it in the name of Yeshua. Every demonic altar that is attached to them, every demonic altar that is attached to their families, I destroy it. I destroy every demonic altar in the air that is attached to them. I destroy every demonic altar on the land that is attached to them. I destroy every demonic altar that is in the sea that is attached to them. I destroy every demonic altar that is attached to their bloodline. I destroy it with the flames of Yeshua. I destroy everything that is attached to their bloodline, every demonic altar that has been assembled against their families, every demonic altar that is attached to their bloodline, I destroy it in the name of Yeshua. I destroy it in the name of the Most High God. I command every demonic spirit to obey my word. I command everything that's demonic that's in you right now to go now in the name of Yeshua. I'm commanding every unholy spirit, leave out of them now, go and never return. I'm commanding every unclean spirit that's in you now to leave out of you now and never return. I'm commanding every negative spirit that's in you to leave now in the name of Yeshua and never return. I'm commanding every dark spirit that's in you to leave out of your body now and never return in the name of Yeshua. I'm commanding every demonic spirit that's in you to leave out of you now and never return in the name of Yeshua. Everything of the darkness must leave now. I'm commanding everything of the darkness to leave out of your body now. Come completely out of their bodies in the name of Yeshua. I'm commanding that you go. Every demonic ancestral spirit that's attached to you, leave now in the name of Yeshua. Go and never return. Every witch and every warlock that's attached to you, I commanded it leaves now. I commanded it goes in the name of Yeshua. Leave out of their bodies fully. Go now. I break every spell. I remove all witchcraft that's been placed over you. I commanded it all goes now in the name of Yeshua, in the name of the Most High God. Come completely out of the bodies. Come completely out of the vessel in the name of Yeshua. Go now and never return. I'm commanding all marine spirits that's attached to you. All marine spirits in the body, leave now in the name of Yeshua. I command that you go. I command all marine spirits leave out of the body. I command all serpent spirits leave out of the body. I command all snake spirits leave out of the body. I command all cobra and all python spirits leave out of God's children now in the name of the Most High God. Come completely out. Come out of their bodies. Every spirit that's hiding in your stomach now, I'm commanding that it goes. Everything in the stomach, leave out of the stomach now. I'm commanding everything in the stomach to come completely out of the all poison in the stomach, come up and come out. All poison in the stomach, come up and come out. All poison in the stomach, leave out of the stomach, leave out of the chest, and come out of the mouth now in the name of Yeshua. I'm commanding everything that's unholy, everything that's ungodly, to come out of God's children now. Leave out of their bodies and never return. I'm commanding that you go. Every spirit that is coiled around your head, leave now. Every spirit that is coiled around your neck, go now. Every spirit that is coiled around your spine, leave now. I'm commanding that it all goes now. Everything that's dark, everything that's negative, leave completely out of them now. I'm commanding that you go in the name of Yeshua. Come all the way out of their bodies. Leave now. Go. Every legion of demon that has attached to you, I'm commanding that it goes now. Every legion of demons that has attached to your head, come out of the head now. Every legion of demons that's in your brain, in your mind, I'm commanding you leave the head, you leave the mind and the brain now in the name of Yeshua. Go now. Come completely out. Every legion of demons that's attached to the neck and the spine, come all the way out now. I'm commanding that you go in the name of Yeshua and that you never return. Every legion of demons that's in their eyes, the nose, the mouth, the ears, and the throat, go now and never return. Leave completely out of their bodies. I'm commanding that you come all the way out. Leave all the way out of their bodies. I'm commanding that you go in the name of Yeshua and that you never return. Everything that has attached itself to their hearts that's dark and demonic, come all the way out of their hearts now. I'm commanding that you go, and I'm sending fire to you now. I'm sending the fire of Yeshua to you. I'm burning and I'm destroying everything that's dark and demonic, and I'm forcing you out of their bodies now. Come all the way out and never return. I command that you go. Everything that has attached to their arms, their hands, their legs, their feet, go now. Come all the way out. I'm commanding that you leave their bodies now and that you never return. I'm consuming your entire body with the fire of Yeshua. I'm consuming you from the top of your head to the soles of your feet with the fire of Yeshua. And I'm increasing the fire all over your body. I'm increasing the fire all over your body. I'm increasing the fire all over your body, and I'm burning and I'm destroying everything that's dark and demonic in you. I'm cutting the head off of every demon that's attached to you. I'm cutting the head off of every snake that's attached to you. I'm cutting the head off of every serpent that's attached to you. Everything must leave now. Everything must go in the name of Yeshua. Come completely out of them. Leave out of them now. I'm commanding that you come all the way out of the body. Come out of their bodies now in the name of Yeshua. I'm commanding that you go. All spirits of anxiety and depression, I'm commanding that you leave out of the bodies now. All spirits of anxiety and depression that has attached itself to your mind, I'm commanding that you go now in the name of Yeshua. All spirits of PTSD, come out now. All spirits of PTSD, leave out of the minds now. I'm commanding that you go. All spirits of bipolar and schizophrenia, leave out of the mind now in the name of the Most High God, in the name of Yeshua. Detach yourself now. I'm commanding that you go. I'm commanding that you leave. Leave them now. All spirits of anger, leave now. All spirits of anger that has attached to you, I'm commanding all spirits of anger, leave now. All spirits of destruction and chaos, come out of God's children now. I'm commanding that you leave now. All spirits of confusion, I'm commanding that you go now. Leave all the way out. All spirits of delay and setback and backwardness, come out of them now. I'm commanding everything that's demonic, everything that's from Satan's kingdom, leave out of your body now in the name of Yeshua. Come all the way out. All spirits of masturbation, go now. All spirits of masturbation, leave out of them now. I command that you go. I command that you leave the bodies now. All spirits of pornography addiction, leave now. All spirits of pornography addiction, come all the way out of them now. I command that you come fully out of the bodies now. Leave them now in the name of the Most High God. Leave them now in the name of Yeshua. I'm commanding that you go and that you never return. Leave now. All spirits of drugs, all spirits of alcohol and drug addiction, go now. All spirits of drug and alcohol addiction, go now. Leave out of their bodies. Leave out of the vessel. Leave and never return. In the name of the Most High God, in the name of Yeshua, go now. All homosexual spirits, all lesbian spirits, leave out of them now. All spirits of confusion, leave out of them now. No longer will you have a man feeling like he's a woman. No longer will you have a woman feeling like she's a man. Come all the way out of them now in the name of Yeshua. Leave out of the bodies. Leave out of the vessel. I command it. I demand it in the name of the Most High God. Come out of their children. All homosexual and lesbian spirit that has attached itself to their kids, come out of the kids now. All spirits of confusion, come out of the kids now. I command that it goes now in the name of Yeshua. Leave out of them now and never return. I command that you go. Every spirit of gambling addiction, leave now. Every hoarding spirit, leave now. Every OCD spirit, I'm commanding that you go now. All spirits of food addiction, sugar addiction, I'm commanding that you go now. All spirits of marijuana addiction, leave now. All cannabis spirits, leave out of their bodies now. All cannabis spirits that is attached to them, I'm commanding that you go now. Leave all the way out of their bodies now in the name of Yeshua. I command that you go. All spirits of nicotine and tobacco addiction, leave now. Every spirit that has you addicted to cigarettes and smoking, come out of their bodies now. Come all the way out in the name of the Most High God. I command it all to leave now. I command it to go in the name of the Most High God. Come all the way out. Every voodoo spirit, go. Every hoodoo spirit, leave. Every spirit of Santeria, leave. Every pagan spirit, leave. Everything that is attached to witchcraft, come out of them now. I command that you leave their bodies in the name of Yeshua. Come all the way out and never return. Everything, every demon, every negative spirit that has attached itself to them through sex, leave out of the body now. Everything that has attached itself through sex, leave out of the bodies now. I command that you go. Everything that has attached itself through religion, leave out of their bodies now. I command that you go. Every spirit that has attached to you through rituals and ceremonies, come out of them now in the name of the Most High God. I command that you leave all the way out of their bodies. I command all divination spirits to leave now. I command all divination spirits to leave now in the name of the Most High God. Everything that has attached to you willingly and unwillingly, leave out now. Everything must go. Everything has to leave out of them now. Leave completely out of their bodies and never return. I'm commanding that you go. All spirits of rape and abuse, go now. All spirits of molestation, leave out of them now. All spirits of unforgiveness, come all the way out now. I'm commanding that you go. All spirits of hardship and poverty, leave now. All monitoring spirits, come out of them now. I command that you go. All familiar spirits, leave out of them now. All spirits of obesity and gluttony, come out of them now. Every spirit that's standing in the way of weight loss, come out of them now. I'm commanding that you leave. I'm commanding that you go. I command that you leave now. All controlling spirits, leave out of them now. I'm commanding that you go. All spirits of rejection, leave out of them now. Every spirit of adultery and lust and perversion, come out of them now. Come fully out of their bodies. Leave the bodies now. All spirits of delay and setback, go now. I'm commanding that you go. All spirits of incest, leave now. All spirits of pride, envy, and jealousy, come out of them now. Everything that's dark, come completely out of the body and never return. I command that you go. Every deaf, dumb, and mute spirit, come out of them now. Leave them now. Come all the way out of their bodies. I'm commanding that you go. All spirits of stagnation, come out of them now. Leave their bodies. I command every roadblock to be removed now. Everything that the enemy has placed in your life, every hurdle that has been placed in your life, I remove it in the name of Yeshua. Every block that has been placed on your finances, I remove it in the name of Yeshua. Every block that has been placed on your relationship, I remove it in the name of Yeshua. I command every spirit of death to leave you now. Every spirit of accident, slips and falls, to go now. I command it to go. If there's anything that's hiding in your home that's demonic, I command it all to go now. Everything that's demonic that's attached to the property, leave now. Everything that is demonic that is in your home, go now. Everything that is demonic that's in your bed, everything that's demonic that is coming in your dreams, go now. All incubus spirits, leave now. All succubus spirits, leave now. Leave in the name of Yeshua. I'm commanding that you go now. Everything must leave. If there's anything attached to your pets, I command that it comes out of the pets now. If it's anything attached to your kids, I command that it comes out of your kids now. Anything in your attic, your garage, your basement, anything attached to your cars, leave now in the name of Yeshua. Detach yourself completely. I command that it goes now. Anything that's standing in the way of your promotion, I command that it goes now. I command that everything leaves now. All spiritual spouses, leave now. Come all the way out of their bodies. All serpent spirits, come all the way out. I'm sending fire to every serpent spirit in you, every snake spirit. Come all the way out. All poison in the stomach, leave out now. I'm filling your stomach with the fire of Yeshua. And I'm forcing everything out of your stomach. I'm forcing everything out of your body. All poison come out now. If you've been fed in your dreams, I'm commanding that it all comes out now. It all comes up now. All poison leave out of the body now in the name of Yeshua. All poison leave out of the body now in the name of the Most High God. I'm commanding and I'm demanding it all to come out now. If it's anything that's stuck in the throat and fighting back and doesn't want to leave, come out of the throats now. I'm sending fire to your throat and I'm forcing it out. Come all the way out of the throat. I command it all to come out of the throat. I command the spirit of Satan and Lucifer to go now in the name of Yeshua. I command the spirit of Leviathan to go now in the name of Yeshua. I command every Congo spirit to go now in the name of Yeshua. I command every strongman spirit to leave now in the name of Yeshua. I command every Hindu spirit that's attached to you, go now in the name of Yeshua. I command every dark angel that is attached to you, leave now in the name of Yeshua. I command every Orisha that is attached to you, every deity that is attached to you, leave now in the name of Yeshua. Every witch, every warlock that is attached to you, leave now in the name of Yeshua. I command the spirit of Leviathan to leave you now in the name of Yeshua. I command the queen of the coast spirit to leave now in the name of Yeshua and never return. I command every mermaid spirit to leave now and to never return. I command everything of the marine kingdom that has attached itself to you, leave completely out of the body now and never return. I command that you go. Every spirit of incest, leave now and never return. I command that you go. Every spirit of Asmodeus, leave now and never return. Everything of Satan's kingdom that is in you, I'm commanding that it goes. Everything that is causing a hindrance in your life, I'm commanding that it goes. I'm commanding every siren spirit, every mermaid spirit, everything of the water that is demonic, I'm commanding it to go. I break every stronghold over your life. I break every stronghold over your life. Every spirit of Baphomet, leave now. Every spirit of Baal, leave now. Every spirit of Lilith, leave now. I'm commanding it all to go now and to never return. Leave out of God's children. Leave all the way out of God's children and never return. Come completely out of them. I'm commanding and I'm demanding everything of the darkness to go. Leave out of them now. I command that you go. All spirits of sadness, go. All suicidal spirits, leave now. I command all suicidal spirits that are attached to you to leave out of you now. Every negative voice that is whispering in your ear and planting negative thoughts in your mind, I command that they go now in the name of Yeshua. I command that they go. I command that they leave and that they never return. I destroy every demonic implant that is in your body. I destroy it with the flames of Yeshua. Everything that the enemy has implanted in your body, I destroy it with the flames of Yeshua. I'm consuming you with fire from head to toe, and I'm burning and I'm destroying everything that's demonic that has attached itself to your body. I'm commanding everything to leave, everything to go now. Go now. All spirits of Zeus, leave now. All spirits of Trident, leave now. Everything from the ocean that has attached itself to you, I'm commanding you to go now. Leave all the way out of their bodies. All Hindu spirits, leave now. Everything that is attached to divination, come all the way out in the name of Yeshua and never return. Everything of the darkness, leave out of their vessels now. I'm pushing you out with the light of the Most High God. I'm filling the top of their heads with the light of the Most High God, and I'm pushing out everything that's still trying to hide. I'm pushing it all the way out of their bodies now. I'm commanding and I'm demanding it to leave out of their vessels now in the name of Yeshua. Leave out of their bodies and never return. Every spirit that is affecting your motivation, leave now. All spirits of lack of motivation come all the way out of God's children now. Leave now and never return. All spirits of autism come out now. All spirits of ADHD come out now. I'm commanding all cancer, leave the body now. All aches and pains, leave the body now. All headaches, all migraines, I'm commanding, leave the body now. I'm commanding that you go. I'm commanding that you leave. Leave now. If you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, be healed now in the name of Yeshua. Be healed now. If you're having issues in your heart, your liver, your kidneys, your spleen, be healed now in the name of Yeshua. Be healed in your tissues. Be healed in your bones. Be healed in your nerves, in your discs. Be healed throughout your body. Be healed in your thyroids. Everything that the enemy has placed in your life, I command it to go now. I command it to go now. Come completely out of the body now. Be healed of every sickness that you have now. Be healed of every disease that you have now. Be healed in the name of Yeshua. Be healed in your chest, your throat, your stomach, your intestines, your ears, your eyes, your legs. All blindness leave out of the eyes. Be healed in your hands, your knees, your elbows, from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Be healed in the name of Yeshua. Be healed of your asthma. Any issues in the ears, be healed in your ears now. Take your hand and place your hand on the part of your body you're having issues at. Wherever you're having your issues at, place your hand on it. I'm asking Yeshua to start healing you now, wherever you have your hand at. I'm asking him to start healing you now. I'm asking Archangel Raphael and the healing angels to touch your hand as well and start sending the healing energy wherever your hand is placed at and start being healed throughout your body now. If you feel anything in your body, let me know what you're feeling so I can tell you what's going on. Be healed now throughout your body. Whatever part of your body you're touching, I'm asking the Most High God, I'm asking Yeshua, I'm asking Archangel Raphael and the healing angels to touch your hand, for them to place their hands on your hand, and you start receiving healing now, and that you be healed. Your whole body be healed. Everything throughout your body be healed. Everything throughout your body be flushed out. Everything that's poison, all toxins be cleansed out of your body now. All poison be flushed and cleansed out of the body now. There's any swelling going on in the body. All swelling leave out of the body now. If you're retaining water in the body, all water leave out of the body now that's creating a swelling. That it leaves out of the body now. Receive the healing of Yeshua throughout your body, starting at your head and working its way down to the soles of your feet. Flushing out everything that's harmful in your body. Flushing and cleansing out your blood. Touching all your nerves, healing all your nerves, healing all sciatic nerve issues. Everything that's in you that's trying to stop this healing, I remove it now in the name of Yeshua. I'm commanding anything that's dark that's standing in the way of your healing. I'm commanding that it goes now so that you can receive a complete healing throughout your entire body. That you receive a complete healing from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Receive the healing power of Yeshua throughout your body now. Be healed throughout your body. Be permanently healed throughout your body. All nerve issues be healed. If there's anything in the organs that you're having issues with, we're asking for new organs. Asking to give you new organs throughout your body. Any issues with the muscles, to touch and heal you throughout your body. Heal everything in the body. Heal the muscles. If your legs are weak, to touch your legs so you can stand, so you can walk. Remove all sickness and disease from the body. Increase your circulation. I'm asking that the circulation be increased throughout your bodies now. All circulation be increased throughout the body now. Asking Yeshua to bring you a complete healing throughout your body. Everything that's still trying to hang on that's demonic, leave out of the body now. Everything that's demonic that's holding and blocking the healing, come all the way out of the body now. I'm commanding that you go. I command and I demand everything that is giving you issues in your body, that you be healed now. Everything in your body be healed so that you can walk without pain. To strengthen all your muscles in your body. To touch you and bring you complete healing from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. To touch your stomach and your vocal cords. Everything be touched now. You be healed of everything in your stomach. All digestive issues. Everything be healed now. Be healed in the name of Yeshua. All spirits of ratchetness, leave out of them now. Come out. All spirits of ratchetness, leave them now. Come all the way out. Touch them and heal them of nerve damage, arm pain, knee pain. Asking that they receive complete healing throughout their body now. All the way out. All twerking spirits come all the way out. All foot pain, leave now. Leave in the name of Yeshua. All pain in the body, leave now. I'm asking you, Yeshua, to touch everyone and allow everyone to leave off this live tonight pain-free. I'm asking that you be touched now, that you leave off of this live without any pain in your body at all. I'm asking that he touch you now, remove all pain from the body. In the name of Yeshua, be freed of every demon that is attached to you. Be freed of every negative spirit that is attached to you, and be healed all through your body. All right, y'all. So what's going on? How's everyone feeling? And make sure that y'all let the thanks for the lightning bolts. Thanks for the fire. Y'all make sure that you thank Yeshua for your healing tonight and your deliverance, because I saw a lot of people that was yawning and coughing and burping and passing gas, and so make sure you thank Yeshua. They even come out through your tears too. So Just remember, even though you don't understand, but whenever you're doing any of this yawning or burping, passing gas, any of the things that I've named, that could be possibly thousands of demons that are coming out of you. Thousands and thousands and thousands just coming out. It could be hundreds and hundreds that are coming out. So, some of y'all may start to feel lighter. You definitely get a good night's sleep. So that is good. So, I'll be back next. I think it's next Sunday. So if you're interested in coming back, for the ones that are new, I always have a link on my page, and it says live event link. That'll always give you the date and the time that I'm coming on, because sometimes I have to switch it up at the last minute. But I'll always have this link on my page, and it says live event link, and it'll give you the time and it will give you the date. And I'm always Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Virginia, so I'm Eastern Standard Time. So for the most part, I try to do it every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is what I try to do. Can oils be witchcraft? Anything can be witchcraft if they pray over it. It's funny because I actually had a witch that tried to send me something and said that the Most High God told her to tell me to get this oil, and she wanted to mail the oil to me. But I ain't fall for that. I said, what I look like? SpongeBob. You get that stuff and put that stuff on your body, and they'll try anything. They'll try anything. So yeah, they can pray over anything and make it something. Yeah, I said they must thought they had a fool. I say the Lord's Prayer. I say the Lord's Prayer. I say like Psalms 91, Psalms 92. Those are really like the protection prayers that I really say every day. Every day. Earbuds better. Yeah, as I was saying, the earbuds, is louder, and it seems to shake them up a little bit more. More effective. Yeah, it is more effective. That's what I thought too. So, yep. Psalms 91 and Psalms 92. Yep, and for the new ones that's up here, that's you say amen. Amen is a word that you want to stay away from. A lot of people don't know, but Lucifer went by or goes by the name of Amen Ra. So every time you're saying amen, you're giving praise to Lucifer. So you may want to choose another word to end your prayers in. Somebody said, can you have demons in your apartment? I had someone die. Yes, you can. You can have them in your apartment. People think that they can move away from these places, but that's all they do. If they're attached to you, they will follow you. Yeah, runny nose. Yeah, runny nose. Demons come out through that way too, through your nose. Yeah, they come out that way through your nose. They got my videos so messed up. Like if y'all go on my page, I got like a deliverance video up there of someone, and you can see the stuff coming out of her nose. It comes out of your nose. Cynthia, you say you think something happened to you spiritually. Like, what do you mean? Also heard that blessed man be last half. Yeah, I don't know. It's so much stuff. Like I said, I'm trying to learn it. It's a lot. It's a lot of tricks. Yeah, it's definitely tricky. That's for sure. Someone took food. Yeah, if someone, just be careful. Someone's giving you food in your dreams and feeding you in your dreams, then yeah, that's not a good look. Yeah, that is not a good look at all. These demons are tricky, but again, for the new people that are up here, I'm not sure exactly. Okay. All right. I'll reach out to you, Cynthia. We'll get it straight. Um, I'll tell you for the new ones up here, make sure that you're fasting and praying. Make sure you're fasting and praying. That's how you keep yourself protected. Yep. Amen or amen, Ra, however you want to pronounce it. That's Lucifer. Yawning, hooting, and throat itching. Yep. The sun god. Yep. So, um, yeah. Watch out for that stuff, cause